Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
You've been wildin'.
I haven't been wilding.
Oh, you haven't. Okay.
Weebleu's been wilding, defending,
Um, okay.
working for ICE.
So what's your as a janitor, right?
No, they give a timeline. They
What's
were
the
working as a
timeline?
janitor before ICE got there. Once ICE got there, they were switched to a porter. And they were watching like the detainees, helping like unshackle them,
Mm-hmm.
making sure they weren't killing each other or themselves, guarding the doors. Yeah, that's what they described.
Okay.
Yep. It wasn't just a
The
janitor.
problem I guess the
And
problem here is that
specifically when you said on stream that they were just a janitor, they came in the general chat and said, "People keep saying that I was just a janitor. That's not true." And they laid out a timeline, and they said
okay,
that
hold on.
they
Let me
when
let
ICE
me
took
let me
over the
read. Where's the
facility,
timeline? Can you
speaking for,
is it up in the chat somewhere close?
yeah,
Because
type
it's
in
like
Porter and then go to their
order.
message.
Make sure they didn't run. Jesus. Hold on. Timeline, September 2023. I'm unemployed and my friend informs me about a guard job paying a lot of money. Okay. I get hired with my friend as janitor and start working December 2023. My company was under a border patrol contract. Okay. We took in asylum seekers and helped them find homes and families in the USA. Okay, pretty good. Fast forward, Trump takes over March 2025. My job is switched to porter. As porter, I just sit by a door high and daydream. Okay, the company gets taken over by
Yeah, they
ICE.
were smoking weed all day. They described
Okay,
in other messages that they would help, unshackle the like detainees and shit,
the
guard
company
them, make
gets
sure they aren't killing
sure.
themselves.
The company gets taken over by ICE, and they start bringing in prisoners. I hear the job is gonna lose the contract, so I stick it out until the end. Um,
They because they expected that they weren't gonna get laid off. They didn't like quit or anything. They just got laid off.
they got laid. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't
I
quit.
mean,
They didn't quit on some principal thing. They just got laid off,
yeah, I
and
mean,
they're still
I
defending
don't.
having worked for ICE. This
Uh,
started because this Weebs got mad that
hold on.
we were comparing like, oh, just because you got a small role, um
So
like,
we've
yeah, like
said
you were like the guard in the watchtower, like the fucking
right,
Nazi
right.
watchtower.
Okay, so we've said they were broke, right? But the thing is
No, they weren't broke. They had a
how broke
lease
were
and they
they?
didn't want to have to move back with mommy and daddy. So they
Oh,
didn't quit.
um.
That's what they said. I'm not like making this shit up. That's what they said.
To be fair,
They
you
didn't want to have to
understand
move
like
back with
quitting.
mommy and
You
daddy,
to be fair,
so
I
they
mean
quit.
not that I entirely disagree with you, by the way, because I do think that I think that if you stay at a position that you recognize is like morally wrong, then you should also bear people judging you for that, right?
Yeah.
But the thing
They were
is
literally this started because they
sure.
got mad that that
Oh,
people
no,
were
no,
making
no.
the Nazi
Yeah,
comparison, and
sure.
then when they were talking about it, they said, "Oh, I was like considering like would I have been a part of the Nazis like if I was there, but then I realized it's not the same thing at all. They're not as bad as Nazis, so I stayed." That's what they said. That was like one of the first things that they said.
Sure, yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Yeah, you understand. Hold on, I'm just trying to, because they're not here. Okay, they're not here to defend themselves, so I have to like push back a little bit, right?
There's no defense.
You realize like leaving a job, trying to quit a job. Like I know that he didn't quit the job, right?
Don't care.
But like thinking of
You
quitting
should
a
be willing
job
to suffer for your beliefs.
is pretty fucking like
Yep, it sucks.
that's a
Tough
hefty price,
shit.
right?
Tough shit. Yep, tough shit.
Okay.
You should be willing to suffer for your beliefs. You know how many fucking lawyers left their fucking firms because um
Sure,
their
but
law
lawyers
firms
have more
were
money,
collaborating
right?
with Trump?
I
Yes,
mean, but lawyers don't have
anything.
as
People
much
make this
money, right?
choice all the time. It's not just lawyers, like all kinds of people in all different roles in the federal government have
Yeah,
been
but you can't
quitting.
ask that of
People
every
quit
single
whenever they
person,
were
right?
getting
Because
fired.
it's a personal decision of themselves. I mean, you can judge them based off
Yeah,
of
you
the
should make the
outcomes
right
they
choice. You should
produce,
make the moral choice.
but what if they weighed that their self-interest is more important than the
Yeah, then
contribution
you're a
they've
bad person
contributed
and
to
you care more
dice?
about yourself than other people.
um, what if the amount they contributed in terms of suffering is like minimal compared to other people?
You still contributed.
Would you like, for example, would you say that like being a cop is bad?
That depends.
Yeah, because some people would make the argument that if you're a cop and you're being paid lots of money, which you are, right? Then like you should quit being a cop, right? And your
Yeah,
livelihood
lots
and
of
your
people
family
make that
depends on
argument.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the same as this situation though. Weebleu knows they were doing fuck shit, was participating in fuck shit, stayed,
Like what
participated
kind
in
of
the
fuck
fuck
shit,
shit.
right?
Didn't
Because
care.
you can be a, like, for example, you can be an ICE agent, right? And he's not even an ICE agent, right? Because the thing is
Yep.
that I feel like
Guard.
I feel like when you're an
He
ICE
was
agent,
collaborating
you're
with
the
ICE during Trump 2.
but
If
he's
If Weebleu had
he
said
is
from the
not
start,
the
like, oh, I
one.
was in there, but I was like fucking with them, I was like
Sure,
sabotaging, I was trying to make them,
but
then
he's
that's a whole
not.
different
Yeah,
thing.
sure. But he's not the one that is actually going out and catching people, right? He's not the one that
So,
is actually like targeting people, right? Like that's
yep.
different. Yeah.
Lots of Nazis didn't put people in the fucking gas chambers.
Okay, sure,
Doesn't
you
mean
can judge
they
him, but like it's not as bad as the
yep.
people who are determining the
I
Valen
never said it was
targets,
as
right?
bad.
It's not
Still
as
bad though.
bad, right? Okay, it's
Yep,
still
not
bad,
as bad.
sure. I hold on, I agree, it's still bad, but it's not as bad, right?
Yep. Never
Okay.
said otherwise.
Um, just by the way, okay, like, for example, if you're like some kind of concentration camp guard, right, a Nazi guard or something like that, right, for Auschwitz or something like that. The thing is don't you think that maybe you wouldn't assign as much harm as to the guard of the concentration camp as to like the warden as like at
Yep,
the
you definitely
top?
wouldn't assign as much harm. That
Yeah,
is
but
true.
obviously you would still assign like some degree of blame, right? But it
Yep,
just wouldn't be all the way.
definitely. Especially when
Okay.
you're like when you don't regret it, you don't
Okay.
think it was a bad decision, you just are fully okay and will
Do you
justify
know?
it
Do you
still. And then
so
later on you also joke
another
about like
sure.
cleaning up Venezuelan cum
Yeah,
off of
sure.
gym mats.
Yeah, I do think that I do think that if you're gonna make jokes, then you also accept the possibility of people criticizing you based off of your jokes. Absolutely. The thing is do you has
It
Weeb
also
ever
started
said,
because they were
hold on,
talking
oh my
about
God,
like
please stop interrupting me. Has Weeb ever talked about like trying to transfer to a different job, trying to search for a different job?
no, they didn't say anything about anything about that. They were
Okay,
just
so they
waiting to
weren't
be
okay.
transferred and they ended up getting laid off.
So they didn't even try to get away,
Nope.
right? Okay.
Nope. They
All
weren't
right.
applying
That
for anything
okay. That
else. They
okay.
weren't
Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that again, sorry for all the pushback. I mean, again,
you're good.
generally, I do agree with you, like I do. But you know,
Yep.
I just think, like
I
for
know you're
example,
devil's advocate.
like let's just say, hold on, let me give a good example here, okay? So let's just say that you just found out that your manufacturing company makes drone parts, and the drone parts goes to a military company that is employing drones that literally goes and kills people, right? And let's just say it's Russia. It's Russian drones, okay? So you're manufacturing parts, and part of your organization contributes like manufacture parts to Russian drones. Okay, but it's not like it's not directly. It's more like it's up the chain enough, right? So would you say that maybe you should resign and protest if you truly want to care about Ukrainian people, or do you think that like, or do you think that maybe there could be some excuse to stay because there's like several degrees removed?
Um,
Like, where do you draw
even
the
if
line? I guess. Yeah, where do you draw the
even
line?
if that like, yes or
Hmm.
no, it has nothing to do with the situation because it's literally 1 degree of separation. Was working we was working for a contractor that was working for ICE. It was 1 degree. Either way, there still is the argument that yeah, it could
what
involve
I'm
that.
talking about is 1 degree of separation, right? Because you're at a manufacturing contracted company that manufactures like a certain a wing part, right? And the wing part was contributes to the drones that the Russians use. It's 1 degree of separation.
Sure.
But the Russians are one of these customers. It's they're not all the customers, they're one of these customers. Are you like then like would you really say that a person working there is bad, I guess, by your standards?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't considered this hypothetical that much.
Hold
Just
on.
dealing with
I
the
just
situation in
gotta
front of me, which
hold on.
would be
Apparently Weeb did actually say I was trying to look for other jobs the entire time.
they might say that. They hadn't said that before.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And even if they were, you still could have just quit. Suffer unemployment for a bit.
Okay. I mean the thing
Cry
is
about it. Like, I don't know.
I mean the thing is you know, I like isn't we like I don't know 23 or something 22 or something like that.
Yeah, doesn't change anything.
No, I'm not saying that. Like I'm just saying when I was I don't know. I just don't know. Wait, hold on. Is Foodshops evil for working at the post office? She might have delivered bad things. Well, to be fair, at the post office,
That's
there is
not the
something
same thing.
called. Hold on, Zip. You need to stop. Okay, stop. Post. The post office has postal inspection. Like they have a postal inspection job that they have where they inspect the thing. They scan. They inspect. They have to be fair. There are guardrails for that. So I assume that everything has been passed through and everything is like totally legal. Okay. But just in case that you are delivering anthrax of some kind or something, yeah, you can't really blame that on me, I guess. But I guess it's more about like the knowledge, right? If the post office, if the higher ups at the post office is like directly working for somebody bad, and the company is directly in contact with somebody who is doing that, I think that might change the calculations a little bit. However, if you're talking about accidentally, without intention, without the knowing part of it, I wouldn't say it's the same thing. Okay, yeah.
Yep. And we knew. So
Weebleu in the
that'd be
waiting
source.
room. Oh boy. Okay. Well, yo. Um.
Hello?
Hi. Don't feel. Listen. Don't feel too much pressure. Okay. Is this your first time on stream?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's up?
What's up?
I mean, you tell
Um,
me. I mean, is there
okay.
anything? Is there anything that? I mean, is there anything that Zip said here that you disagree with, or do you accept guilt?
Well, I just want to say,
No, they
first of
don't
all,
just go.
Well, no,
I
Zip. Let him see. Jesus, go.
I hate ice. I I hate
I
ice
don't
a
know.
lot as someone that's like Mexican, first gen immigrant, all that shit. I've like traveled the US spreading anti-ice hate shit.
How so?
Um,
Can I ask for details?
They played in a band.
I
You don't you
play in
don't you
a
don't you don't
hardcore
you don't have
band.
to like you don't have to give me any like proof or anything like that. Just tell me like what did you do to like I don't know. I wouldn't want to say repent. Like that's fucking cringe as fuck. Like I would say like I mean have you given any indication at all that you're not like complacent completely? I don't know or I don't
They
know.
voted Kamala.
Did you vote for Kamala?
Not, yeah, I voted for Kamala.
Oh fucking
Oh,
based.
wow,
Okay.
that makes everything so much better.
It kind of
No,
does.
like, okay,
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it
No, it
doesn't
doesn't.
fix everything. It doesn't fix everything, but like, that's
Makes
like.
no difference.
I mean, that's one point on the right track, right? Like at the very
like
least.
I got this
I
job
don't know.
because I was super unemployed, and my friend was like, "Dude, it's a lot. It's chill."
Okay, but it sounds
But
like you were employed.
this was
No,
not
It's a
with
lot
but
of what?
hold
A
on.
lot of
To be
what?
fair, it sounds like you were employed up until like you were employed for years. It seems right before that. So you must have had savings or
yeah.
some shit.
It was
Yeah.
no.
No, you didn't have savings the entire time, or like we're just living check to check somehow. Didn't it pay a lot of
Yeah,
money? You said.
kinda. I was paying off debt the whole time, and I have a lot of debt.
Um. Okay, all right. I guess that's a valid what did you do? Well, where did all that debt come from? Do you mind if I ask? Where did all that debt
School
come from? For what major?
for computer science.
Um, why didn't you look for a comp sci job?
Because I didn't finish school.
So you
Like
ended up
we're getting off topic. We're getting off track.
sure, but it's more like I just don't know. I'm just testing the waters of your story, okay? Just mainly because I don't know if there's any inconsistencies or anything like that. Anyway, yeah, I could go ahead. What's up? Yeah, what's your contention with Zip here?
Um, I just feel like he thinks I'm a very, very evil person.
You
He
are.
thinks I'm like the most. He thinks I'm like
Okay, but how
Hitler,
evil?
basically.
I don't think you're Hitler.
Okay,
Good one though.
there's a scale of evil, right? 1 to 10. Where on that bar, Zip? 1
Okay,
to
wait,
10.
yeah, how
Um,
evil am I?
I don't need to rank you on 10.
What? Oh, yeah, but
You're
that
not
counts,
Hitler.
right? I don't know. But,
I don't think it
okay,
does.
cool. Why did you not get comp pod? Dude, Vegeta, shut the fuck up. Okay, Jesus. Go ahead. Sorry.
Dude, but no, after Ice kind of took over, it was super weird. It was all like super unorganized, and then the whole time I was just like, fuck this shit. I like soft quit. I would get caught sleeping a lot. Um,
Yeah, you were complacent with all the fuck shit that was going on.
and I was looking for other jobs because I was like, dude, I can't
You
work
could have
here.
quit.
But they told us like, yeah, this place is going under in a few months or a few weeks.
It's a big difference, a few months or a few weeks, right?
Yeah, it was. This place was super. It was really weird.
Yeah,
Sometimes
so
it
you
was a
could have
few
just quit,
days.
right?
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
And then like I would not have
But you didn't
money
want
to
to move back with mommy and daddy, so
pay rent.
you didn't do it.
Yeah, basically.
Is there like
Yep.
is it a bad home environment? Like, is there any reason not to live with them? I mean, nothing technically
You
wrong,
didn't want
right?
to.
Um, no, there's nothing technically wrong.
Uh,
So it was just selfish, right?
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I kept working there because I wanted to like keep um living here till my lease was done with.
Okay, so you don't blame Zip if he says that you're super evil, right? Like, I mean, not that you're super evil. I think you're listen, okay? I mean, if you have
You're
love,
just
if you
yeah,
have
you're
loving
not super
parents,
evil. You're
like,
just the literal definition of like a complacent collaborator. Like that's literally what you are. You're perfectly fine with injustice happening and in fact contributing to them. And that's like, oh,
Listen,
okay, cool.
listen. I would just go there
And then you
and
joke
just
about it after
chill
in the Discord.
and get a paycheck.
but
And now I'm gonna get an even bigger paycheck
you were
by
under their
exposing it all to the media.
um but it's not like you were there only to like you're it's not like you were a saboteur, right? Like you were like it's not like you had in
No,
mind,
you
okay,
were retard
I'm
fun.
about to reveal it all one day. Like, did you have that part in mind or something? Or
Yeah, I took
okay.
down like notes and shit about what I'm gonna
I mean, he didn't
release.
actually do anything to like get that released at all or anything. He didn't know whistleblowing existed till like 2 hours ago.
Now I know I could go like talk with the media. I just haven't
We
done
didn't
it.
do that though, right?
Yeah, right.
Because you don't care. Like you don't give a fuck,
Whoa,
right?
whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck? Why would you assume I don't care?
Because you haven't done it. If you say that
Okay.
you stopped working there for like a month, you've had a month to do something, right? And since you know these injustices are happening as we speak, like time is of the essence, right? If you were trying to get something done.
Listen, something will get done
Just not by you. Because you don't give a fuck.
by
So
me. Something will get done by me because I care about this issue and
yeah.
because I'm gonna continue to spread anti-ICE messages and because
By like playing in a band, right?
yeah,
Jesus.
because music is
Is
super
that like
powerful.
working, do you think?
I think it
Is
is.
that like
There's
helping to stop ICE right now? It's like helping to
I
get
think it is.
like
It's like
courts
spreading
to
the
rule
message
against
a
them
lot
or like,
more. There's a lot more people that are like super anti-ICE. I'm seeing
is that what does it?
a
Because
big
like there's a
growth
lot of
in
people that are
numbers.
anti-ICE, but that doesn't actually do anything, right?
Okay, ZipZip, what do you think would do something? Me
If
quitting?
you blew a whistle on
Like
bad
if I had
behavior, bad
quit that job,
situations
it would have done so much.
at your work, yeah, you could try to go to the courts if you saw something bad enough, or you could go to the media and report something, or you could go to a congressperson, they could bring it up at a hearing. Because other people are pursuing cases against ICE, right? So you could possibly help people who are currently engaged in action against ICE, but you don't give a fuck, so you're just gonna like play in a band, and that's good enough for you. And you'll keep like making money off of it until you got laid off, whoopsies, and then you'll just fuck off and joke about it in a Discord.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I don't care about it. Yep, you got me.
Okay, cool.
And then there's the memeing, because you don't have shit to say. So, yep.
Dude, I don't have shit to say to you. Like, you're obviously gonna just argue in bad faith.
Okay.
Like, nothing I say to you is gonna change your mind.
Oh, yeah, not really.
You're just gonna always think that I'm like evil and that I don't care.
Yeah, but not because
Oh no.
of
Dude.
anything you could say, but what you've already said.
Zip, he's calling
enough.
you an anti-fan. How do you respond to the allegations?
Well, he said enough to reveal like the bad behavior, the bad morals, the bad actions that you engage in. So unless you can explain why those aren't bad, then yeah, there's nothing you can really say. So, and you haven't been able to give a good excuse, since your excuse is I don't want to move back with mom and daddy. And that's it. You knew it was bad.
I mean, to be fair, Zip. I mean, it's not nearly as bad as like we thought it was, right? Like I mean, if it's true that he's been searching for a job, if if he has been in fact trying to spread anti-S messaging, I guess I don't know about that one, but like the thing is I don't know, like I mean, he watches Destiny, can't be all that bad, right?
Everything about it doesn't make a difference. I can believe all these things. It doesn't make any difference to what we actually did, which was keep working for them, keep collaborating, and just because you wanted the bag, and that's it.
Dude, collaborating? I would just chill there in the smoke area by the bench, avoiding all the fucking
watchtower. You didn't even do anything.
The watchtower? There was no watchtowers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was a comparison.
I would just chill there.
Yeah. Just being complacent.
If there was anything, like if I saw someone running outside and I was like, oh shit, there's someone running outside, escaping, I would not have said shit. Does that sound like I'm being complacent?
Yep.
Wait, why is
Makes
it?
no difference. Because it didn't happen. If we
why? I mean, he literally said he would let someone go.
Because I
said if, bro, dude, it's a hypothetical. Just engage with the hypothetical.
Okay, what if somebody?
It doesn't matter the fucking hypothetical. It's not what you did.
Okay, what if somebody else was there? I mean, they wouldn't have let that person go, right?
We was not trying to sabotage ICE. It's not what we was doing.
Dude, oh my god.
You literally just followed your orders and fucked off at work, and that's it. You literally said it was just about the money.
I don't think you know enough about this place to understand that a sabotage is insane behavior.
Okay, do you understand that I know that a sabotage is insane behavior?
Hold on, Zip.
I'm not
real
saying
quick. Zip, real quick.
I'm saying you should
Zip,
just
real
fucking
quick.
quit.
Zip, real quick. What if someone worked one day as a janitor at ICE? Would you have something against them? One day, just one day.
If they knew that they were going to do it, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. What?
Also,
you would have an issue?
What this guy did was wrong. If he feels bad for it, he doesn't feel bad for it. He doesn't feel bad for what he did.
But he literally said he feels bad for it.
I've been saying since
he says he feels guilty the entire time.
Since I took over, every time I was at this job, it was just like
do something, like quit. Which means you don't actually care that much.
Okay, wait, hold on. You have an issue with someone working 1 day?
Maybe
What?
you
Okay.
can work somewhere else. If it's only for 1 day, go work 1 day for somewhere else.
No. If you refuse to get to work for 1 day, you're gonna get fired from your contracting company, right?
Okay, get
Like,
fired.
what?
This isn't
Over
difficult.
1 day?
I
I
don't
mean,
know why this is.
I feel like, yeah, even if it's 1 day at a fucking Nazi facility, like, would you just say, okay, just 1 day and then I'm out of here, right? Like, is
Yeah,
that
that would be
really such a
bad. I
big
would not work
deal?
for the Nazi facility even for 1 day.
1 day,
Hot take.
1
I wouldn't work
day.
for the Nazi facility for 1 day. Yeah.
Okay. Even if you're being paid twice, paid extra, 1
Yep,
day.
I would still do it because I have principles. And I would suffer for having to live my principles.
Okay. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, most people and almost everybody
I
actually
don't
would go for that 1
disagree.
day.
Lots of people in Germany collaborated with the Nazis. This is true.
Yeah, by force sometimes.
Lots of
Okay.
people in the
Like
United States voted
it
for
was
Trump
difficult.
and are
Not
complacent with the
not
bad shit that's happening.
not excusing. I was just following orders, but
I
it's
know.
more like
I'm just
but more like it's like, oh, I'm just following orders when confronted with feeling any kind of remorse by it, right? But like if you feel remorse about something and you go with, oh, well, I mean, I was just following orders. I mean, that seems to be a fine excuse, right? Like if you were a
I don't
Nazi
think he
back
does
then.
feel remorse. We was excusing it and justifying it this whole time.
Justifying what?
And made jokes about it.
Justifying what? Right?
Staying is still doing it. It's just staying and not having quit.
Yeah, but Weeb isn't
We should have
unironically
quit.
he's probably like trying to rage bait you on purpose at this point, right? Like
Okay,
obviously.
that's still bad then.
Okay. I mean, okay. I mean, it sounds like you guys like each other, I guess. I mean, one rage baits, the other one engages. You
Dude,
guys like
1 day, by the
you
way.
guys are pretty much in a relationship. I mean, the 1 day thing is wild to me. I'm surprised you bit the bullet on that.
Okay, let's say
Um,
I'm sitting at a table with 9 of my friends, and I was working at this job. Are those 9 friends collaborators?
Are you okay? What is that question supposed to reveal?
I mean, answer first and then point out why it's so bad, I guess.
They didn't do any. No, because they didn't do anything.
Oh.
Duh.
Okay, so I'm not a Nazi.
Did I say you
Wait,
were not?
Zip, are you okay?
Like, is this guy okay? I never said you were a Nazi, Weeb.
I mean, you could look at the chat logs.
Yeah, you can look at the chat logs. I never called you a Nazi. You're literally just doing the Republican thing, where you're like, "Oh, you're calling us Nazis." No, we're comparing you to a Nazi.
Hold on,
I
Weeb.
made a Nazi comparison because the comparison
Hold on.
is because you are a small part, a small cog in a large evil machine does not like excuse your small action, your small participation in the bad thing.
Okay.
Just because you were
So
just the night guard at the watchtower in the Nazi
if I'm with
fucking
9
concentration camp
friends
doesn't
and
make
they're
you
all chill with
totally
me
okay.
having that job, are they all like collaborators?
Yep.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait. Okay, typically when people think of collaborator, they think of someone who is like actually directing people, right? Like making decisions and stuff. Like I don't think you can assign collaborator to friends like that, right? I don't know. Like that sounds
Friend?
crazy to me.
Wait, what
Yeah.
did we say friends of people who work there?
Oh no. What Weeb's example is that like if he has 9 friends that are okay with him having the job, does that mean they're collaborators?
No, I didn't say that. I thought you said if
Okay. All right, you must
people who
have
are working
misspoke
at the
then. Yeah, you must have misspoke because yeah. All right.
All right.
I don't think if
Oh,
you're
is there
just
anything
friends
else?
with
Sorry.
a collaborator. I already answered that before.
Um.
So in chat
Hold
said,
on.
is it not just On virtues, you should signal. It is good to signal on virtues.
Zip, you called Weeb a collaborator. Like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say like Weeb is entirely like good in this scenario, right? Like, obviously, you know, I'm kind of on board that he has committed like some degree of evil, I'm sure, right? But like the thing is I just wouldn't say it's the same level of collaborator, right? Collaborator implies like you're fucking Goebbels or you're fucking I don't know, you're fucking
No, Goebbels wasn't collaborator. Goebbels was a Nazi. He was in the Nazi.
He
chain of
was
command.
he was
He's high up.
Oh, wait, how do you define collaborator? I guess the way I'm thinking about is like
Goebbels would not be a collaborator. Goebbels is the Nazi.
Well, because you're making designs alongside Hitler. That's like you're collaborating on the plans. You're a collaborator, right? That's what it means. Oh, okay. Well, that's the way I'm putting it. That's the way I think of it. I don't know how other people think, but you know what? That's just the way I kind of think of it. Like if you're like if you're planning to commit murder, right? Like conspiring to commit murder. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're in Germany and you work for Volkswagen in 1930s, 1940s Germany, you're a collaborator.
Well, you would be a contributor. You would not be a collaborator.
Okay, if that's the term you want to use, then sure. Weebleu was a contributor.
Okay, if it's contributor, then I agree. Right? Then yeah, sure, I agree with contributor.
I think that's most
because again, collaboration implies like malice, right? Collaboration implies like actual evil design, right? Being put into it. Like you have some major part to play, basically.
But also, I could say very easily that we did have, if not malice, you know, disregard for the harm coming from.
Sure, gross negligence, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
okay. I don't
from extremely evil to negligence.
Wait, you understand how that's like retarded what you just said, right?
I just want to say I stand with Weebleu.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, are you going to contribute, or is this because otherwise it's just going to be a one-on-one, whatever the fuck? Sorry, I love you,
That's
Rui.
all.
Okay, thanks. Cool. All right. Yeah, sorry. Return.
Wait, do you understand how that was like retarded, the last thing you just said?
About me not being evil.
Like that negligence doesn't make you evil.
Yeah, why is that retarded?
Like if you're the guy who's next to the guy that is putting people in the gas chamber, just because you're not doing it yourself doesn't mean that you're not evil for letting it happen. In fact, it doesn't make you not evil for contributing to it, right? Just because you weren't personally blackbagging the people doesn't make you not collaborating and therefore partially responsible for it.
Okay, that's true.
Yep.
That's just to be fair, you realize that's a very leftist point of view, right? Like the thing is you know, any leftist would say like you're contributing to an evil capitalist system by participating and working a job,
but capitalism is
making 9 to 5. Well, but then under the same standard, like, would you assign the same evil?
Nazism every single time, right? You would agree with me 100% with Nazism.
Just a drink.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same. I would.
But you would agree. So you should agree because you also think ICE is bad. It would be the exact same thing. The Trump agreement is bad. You should say.
Thank you so much for $5. But I don't know who a Miklos Naizli is. Okay, do you know who that is? Zip.
I have no idea.
Velvet asked. Yeah, I don't know either. Okay, sorry. I mean, no. Yes, I would consider it to be evil. Yes, I would. But it's not. But not all evil is equal evil, right?
Yep, never said it was.
Okay.
I feel like it would have been evil if like ICE joined and I was immediately like, oh my god, finally, dude, we're doing something about these illegals.
Yeah, that would definitely be worse. Yeah.
That's not what happened. What happened was ICE joined and I was like, fuck.
Doesn't change a thing.
I disavow them.
I don't know who
but I need to pay my
like,
rent.
Like just building up a straw man. I didn't say any of that.
By the way, to be fair, I want to
not like lying about what you did or what you said. I'm fully like talking about exactly what you said. Weebleu.
Hold on, I I want to
So
clarify
stop
real
saying
quick,
like,
okay?
oh, but I didn't do this. Like, yeah, okay, you didn't do that.
Yeah, sorry. I want to clarify real quick, right? Like the thing is that I wouldn't blame a Nazi family from making the hard decision back in the day to not house a Jew, right? If a Jew came in and said, "Okay, could you hide me from the Nazi officers?" and the family said no, like I wouldn't blame the family, right? Like you realize that, right?
You should absolutely blame them. The fuck.
Well, I mean, you should, but the thing
It's
is
the
that like
moral thing to
I wouldn't
do.
blame
Therefore, if you
them
don't do it,
if they didn't, right? If they because the thing is that they don't want to get in trouble. They're caring for their own family
yeah, I can
first rather than
understand
other
why you
people.
would do it. You're still a
I
bad
mean, you're
person.
risking, yeah, but you're risking the lives of your whole entire family, right? Your entire clan would be slaughtered if you were caught doing something like that, right?
At that point, maybe then it's like
Like would you
cost
not
benefit, and
understand
it's like,
that
oh,
maybe
which one's
they
the more
would look
moral?
out
And
for
it's
their
like,
own
okay,
family?
that's not the case for this. It's not comparable.
Okay, all right, well, I don't know. Like I feel like it's just really hard to
Could
move past
simply
that. Then,
just quit.
yeah.
We wouldn't have like he didn't have a family that he was like supporting with his salary, that he was like whatever. We wasn't gonna starve if he didn't have this job, and it's like, oh, whatever. No, he just didn't want to go to mom and daddy's house. That's it. Fully capable of just
Yeah,
quitting.
but with more,
You have
but the problem,
to pay
yeah,
lease,
but the
or you'll
problem
move back.
is like more, yeah, but the thing is that with more extreme hypotheticals, it feels like I don't know if you're biting down on all the bullets. I just don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Also, for foods, you said it. People in chat have been saying it. You're saying like I'm sounding lefty. Like the lefties who didn't vote for Kamala because they were like anti-genocide, whatever, was bad because even if you agree, even if you believe that there is a genocide happening in Gaza, it's still better for that situation if Kamala's president than Trump, right? It's not the same as if I ZipZip refused to vote for Trump because he didn't earn my vote. That's not the same thing as being a lefty who didn't vote for Kamala. No, it's not the same thing because one is like it's not the same thing. It's different. So if you say like, oh, I'm sounding like a far lefty, no, because if you every single person in chat, you should hold the same thing for Nazism. People who are collaborating with Nazis. If you can agree with that, then if you agree with me that Trump administration is bad, ICE is bad, ICE whatever, then you should hold the exact same thing.
Like
People talking about that I'm being privileged, that I'm whatever, like
Zip Zip.
people don't know me,
I
you don't
guess
know who I am,
Zip
you don't
Zip
know what
Zip
I
Zip. The thing
suffered, you
is
don't know
that
anything.
well, Zip, the thing is that I would agree with you, but the problem is that like I've come up with some cases to explore nuances of situations, right? And like is there just simply no nuance, I guess? Like outside of like, oh, it's not the same degree of evil. Like the thing is that like I feel like there
Lots of
has to be
situations have
nuances
nuance, not this
to
one.
explore, right? Like
Yeah,
is there
lots of
really no
situations do have
nuance?
nuance. I could see it, not for this. No.
Okay,
We
what
was given
would
no
be
nuance. It's literally
okay?
just he didn't want to go to mommy and daddy's house. That's why he didn't quit. That's it.
Well, that's
There's
fine,
no
but
Weebleu doesn't have like some other
but the
explanation
problem,
like, oh, my parents were
no.
abusive,
The
so I didn't want to go
reason,
back home.
no.
It's
Sure.
dude,
I
it's 'cause,
agree.
like,
I agree. It's not comparable. I agree. It's not comparable. But the problem is that with more extreme examples, it sounds like you're not willing to compromise on these either, right? Like it's supposed to be indicative of like the way you think, right?
Sure, what is
Look,
the other
if it
example for
was
that?
me living on my own, I would have moved back like easy. But there's like other people relying on me paying my rent.
Okay, I wouldn't say
that
okay.
could be a
That's not the
conflicting
best
factor.
excuse. Okay,
Maybe. But that's
yeah.
also still not the best excuse.
I'm
But
not, yeah, to be fair, I'm not exactly like if I am moving away, I'm not really caring about like
yeah.
who
And
is
if
not or not.
either way,
Yeah.
like if that's the case, then it's that just means, hey, you quit and you find somebody to take your spot on the lease, right? That's it. Like the fuck.
No,
No.
I don't think it would work like that in this case.
Okay. So it just would have been too hard. That's what you're saying. You didn't want to do it.
No. I mean,
Yep. You
if
didn't
I
want to
could have
move back
found
to mom
another
and daddy's house,
job,
and you didn't want to find somebody to replace you on the lease.
there is no one to replace me.
Wow.
Oh, foods. If you missed it, also we've also said that what he did was okay, also because he's cute. That's also what he said.
Wait, who is okay because he's cute? What?
Weebleu said that.
Weebleu
Weebleu said,
is
but
okay
I'm cute.
because because
that
Weebleu
when we
is
were talking
cute.
about how bad Weebleu's actions are, he's like, "But I'm cute." That was
Oh
something that he
yeah,
said.
but it was done to rage bait you, and it worked, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
I
cute
mean
though.
the thing,
It's
yeah,
bad
but
to
the
do.
thing,
It's still a
but the
bad
thing
thing to
is
do.
that the problem is that like in accordance to my teachings that I teach my community, okay, like if he interprets you as an anti-fan, he has no reason to appeal to you any ounce of good faith, right? Like he can
Yeah,
rage bait you
unless he's
all
wrong.
he wants. Okay.
Like if he okay, that's true, but if he deserves the criticism, then no, it's not the same thing.
Okay. I mean, the thing is that Zip, I agree with you to some extent, but like, I mean,
Like
I
I can
just can't
understand
agree.
Weeblue. I can
I just
understand
can't agree with the
Weeblue's
whole
like
thing.
I understand
Yeah.
entirely.
I'm,
You know,
yeah.
it's hard. It's whatever, but you know, like yeah, being principled and having morals is hard. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
I think it was
Like
actually
I can,
harder
it's
for
fully
me to
understandable as your
keep working
situation.
there.
I get it. Like you were at a job, you didn't really care. It was just a job to you. You just wanted the money. You were like, oh, whatever. It's like, you know, I
But he
understand it
recognizes that it
entirely.
was bad, though, right? Like, okay.
Doesn't seem to.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go expose it to the media.
Mm.
Okay, but you haven't done it though.
I don't know why ZipZip keeps saying like, no, you don't care, you're not gonna do it.
I never said you're not going to do it. I said you haven't done it yet, and that's bad. The fact that you haven't done it yet calls into
Do
question
you
how much
think
you actually
every
care.
day that
It
I
doesn't seem like
don't
you care
do
that much,
it,
or you would have
I
already done
gain
it.
like an extra point of evil? Like every single day that passes by, I don't do
Yep.
it. It's like, is it more
Yep.
evil?
Literally, yes.
Mm.
Yep. Inaction is bad.
Don't you think
Okay.
that, hold on, Zip, don't you think that maybe this is a trolley problem kind of calculation because you're trying to choose the lesser evil or something, and like Weebleu just simply like measured like his life out. He recognized that it was bad, but the thing is that like he's measuring the pros and cons of it, and part of the cons is the fact that like he recognizes it's morally bad, but it doesn't outweigh like the
Yeah,
amount
but
of
like
people he would
no, it's like the
harm
trolley problem,
if,
and
yeah.
you're on one, and then the on the other side is a million people, and then you flick
ZipZip
the
is
lever
giving
because you don't want the
JSTLK
train
vibes.
to hit you. So you
Jesus.
flick it onto the other one with like a
Thank you
million
for
people.
$2, Corey.
That's what it is, right? That's the comparable like trolley problem example. Is okay, fine. I'll pull the lever to the other side, because I'm not gonna get killed, even though I'm putting all these other people on the other side in harm's way. And it's also not comparable because Weebleu wasn't gonna die. It was gonna suffer a bit for a few months while being unemployed and having to go home. Versus all the
Okay.
people who are being having their rights trampled and being deported to foreign prisons and
Yeah, but then again, he's not the one making the decision on who to target or who to like. It's just not the same level of evil, right? Like it's just
you're
not.
on Nazi. Yes, it's not the same level of evil.
Yeah, and it's
Never
not,
said
right?
it
Like
was.
the fucking Auschwitz like prison guard isn't the same level of evil as like fucking Goebbels or Hitler, right? Like obviously. I
Yep,
don't
it's
know.
true.
It's just I don't know. I
Just
just feel
means it's
like I
not
can't
so
agree
bad.
with you. Yeah, fully. Well, is there anything else
I
then?
don't know what you're not agreeing with me on Foodshops. It's bad. That's what
I
it
mean,
is.
I like I agree. It's like a small bad, but I wouldn't think it's a big bad, right?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty
Um,
big. Pretty big bad.
well,
I
no,
think
no,
there
no,
On
was
the
a
no.
lot
list,
of.
I
he's
don't
not
think it's a big
Hitler,
bad.
but
No,
he's
I think it's
bad.
I think it's medium bad. I think it's medium bad, but I don't think it's like big bad, like the way you're painting it out, right?
Like there was
Yeah.
some evil people there. There were definitely some like pretty evil people there. But there
Yeah, I
were
mean that's
also
all.
like 60-year-old old ladies who didn't even speak English. They were just like chilling.
Yeah.
I don't think I could call them evil.
Yeah, maybe to a lesser degree. Or maybe they're ignorant, or maybe they don't have any other options, or maybe they have different circumstances than you, who was capable of not working that job. You could simply have not worked there. It would be a case by case basis for each other person who's involved. And then we would see, okay, is
Wait,
it
Weeb, why are you like when are you not stoned? Like why the fuck are you stoned all the time, dude?
he's a retard
Um,
pothead. That's it. He doesn't care.
Okay, it's probably not that, but like why stop? Or do you have like an addiction or something? Jesus.
No, it's just like makes everything chill. I don't know. Like I
Okay.
could focus on like one thing more than like for longer periods of time.
Jesus. Well, now the real thing is, what does Kafka think of this? Where's Kafka?
What do you think Kafka will think of this?
Who knows? I don't know.
Also, to
I
be
actually
clear,
don't
like
know. Legit.
even besides what I think about Weebleu, everything else that was happening in Gen Chat was people being mad at me for being too mean to Weeb because I was calling Weeb retarded.
No, it's
Sure.
because you were unhinged, basically wishing upon my
No, I was
death.
being mean to the ICE collaborator. Oh no, I should just be nicer.
Probably not collaborator, but yeah,
See,
I think most
this
people
is
use
what
the
the
term the way
left
I'm using it.
does.
If you want to say contributor, sure.
They don't call you Nazi because they think you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so that they could say anything they want against you.
We'll call
It's
you a Nazi.
so ridiculous.
We'll call you a Nazi.
It's actually so crazy.
We'll call you a Nazi again.
I mean, you're essentially comparing him
I
to a
mean,
Nazi,
yeah,
right?
like
Comparing him to a Nazi. Yeah.
if you don't get the comparison between my metaphorical analogy of you saying that I'm basically a Nazi,
Yeah.
then I don't know.
Okay, but if you okay, so let's run that out then. Okay, so let's say in your metaphorical analogy, let's say somebody is a Nazi. Lots of different things are justified against them versus if you're not a Nazi, right? It does change the allowable behaviors that you would do to somebody, right? If somebody is a Nazi versus if they aren't a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
So
someone's a
like if you
Nazi,
are this bad thing that I've identified as an ICE collaborator, or if you want to say ICE contributor, or whatever we're going to call you, does justify different behavior towards you. It justifies me being mean to you.
yeah, you could be a little mean.
That could be a lot mean, because no matter however mean I want to be to you, it's not going to compare to any harm that you have caused by contributing to ICE.
Any harm?
Okay.
Yep. I don't owe you like being nice. Like I'm gonna shit on you because you're a retard. And yeah, that's it. Like it's pretty simple.
And you would have done the same even if I worked there like one day, right?
If you were like justifying, like excusing, saying, and making the weird jokes that you were doing, and being like,
The
"Oh, but I'm
weird
cute," and like
jokes?
excusing, and like, yeah, jokes. Oh, sorry, wait, were you not joking when you were saying that you like were cleaning Venezuelan cum off of like gym mats?
Um,
Was that a joke or was that not a joke?
it's like half and half.
Okay, got it. So it wasn't. So it was
Jesus.
like worse then, right? You were just like randomly telling a story about Venezuelan cum for like no reason. So it's just like you just brought that up out of nowhere
Oh god, brown on brown
because it was like
racism.
funny or like
Oh, well, it was half and half. Like, lol, I had to clean cum.
is that like funny or
You had to be there.
you could simply have like not said that too, right?
Jesus.
You could have just not said it. Possibly. Have you considered that?
The cleaning thing? I just wanted to be as, like, specific about my duties as possible.
Well. He's referring to you saying like you had to be there, implying that because he is also brown, so therefore like, oh yeah, well,
No,
you
no.
had to be there, as in
That's
like
not what
you were a prisoner or some shit, right? That's the
Whoa,
way I
whoa, whoa,
interpreted
whoa,
it.
No,
whoa,
he's saying
whoa,
like
whoa.
SBS
What the
understand.
Well,
fuck?
I'm just saying that's the way I interpreted it. Okay, all right, I'm just saying. Yeah.
I don't get the joke. It's not funny. It's just weird, a weird thing to say. Why you like?
Like I'm always be like behind 5 layers of irony, so that's how I interpret things. Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
like, dude, sometimes you just be there with your, like, buddies, and then you'd see cum, and, like, you'd make fun of them for having to clean cum.
Please don't bring your buddies to a nice facility. I think that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
It's probably not good. Okay.
Somebody said maybe he uses humor to cope. Yeah, maybe. And he's coping. Yeah.
What if he recognizes how
Yeah.
bad it was, and that's why he's using humor?
I don't think that is the case because he's still kind of excusing it. So
Well, the thing is that I mean, he's a fan of mine, right? So I mean,
yeah,
how bad do you have to be?
I mean,
Although to be fair, Zip, that's
like all
also
of this,
counts
all
for
this
you.
like extra shit, it like doesn't matter to me because like we've already established he had no excuse. It was just he didn't want to go to mom and daddy, and he didn't want to get somebody on
Well,
his
I mean,
seats.
that's a drastic life change, right? Like I mean, you say it's like something
That
that's very
doesn't matter.
little, but the thing is that something as
I never
drastic
said it
as
was
that
little.
could
I never said
devastate
it
your
was little.
mental health, destroy your
Yep,
circles, move away from
for
your
sure.
friends. You could uproot
100%.
your entire life, right? Like the thing is that you're painting it as something that is simple.
It is a lot of
But
personal
I mean, going back
sacrifice to
to
be a
like
fellow.
personally, I couldn't do that, right? Because the thing is that I would rather pay rent than to go back to my mother and father. But to be fair, they're more abusive for sure compared to other people, right? But the thing is
Circumstances are
that
different.
like, huh? Sorry.
So your circumstances are different. If Weebleu had said I didn't want,
But
I
I'm
wanted to
saying,
do the job because I didn't
even
have any other
no,
options.
hold on. But I'm saying that even if they're not abusive, I would understand that it is such a big uproot in your life that you're very
I
hesitant,
would
and that
also understand.
hesitancy could last for a very long time while you're still working a job, right? Like the
For sure.
hesitancy itself, yeah.
Yep, then I would
So
call you a weak, bad person who's
yeah, but it's a
not
more
willing
sympathetic.
to
Sure,
suffer
fine. But
for your
that's a more
principles.
sympathetic but like position, right? Because the thing is that I don't think Weeb is saying that like he's not a bad person or he's not like a weak person or anything like that, right? Because it sounds like what he's saying is that he recognizes all the harm he's done, right, by contributing to the system.
No, he
But the
says
thing
it's
is,
he was just he was just sitting there. He didn't do anything.
well, sure, but then sure, yeah, but that would help my point, right? Because my point is that yeah, it just doesn't really seem that
No,
bad.
he's saying that he doesn't think he did any harm.
Um,
He gave them movies. That was like
well,
the first thing that he said. He made sure that they
but
had
it's
blankets
like
and movies.
sure, but it's like I mean, wouldn't it be better for Weeb to be the one to do it rather than some cruel prison guard?
If that was intentional,
Like if
he was intentionally
trying to be a
right?
kinder, if you're just trying to be kind in that scenario, wouldn't it be
That wasn't
better
the
for him to do that than rather some like racist fucking magatard who is like on the clock because they're one employee less? I
Dude, there
guess.
was a lot of racist megatards there.
Yeah, it's just simply better to have Weeb there, right? Compared to like a magatard being there, I guess, right?
that was the intention, and if that was like, hey, I was working at ICE because I was trying to be better and be a positive way and like whatever, then that would be a far different situation. It's not the case. That's not what Weebleu was doing. Weebleu was literally just going, smoking, being high, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah,
Well,
but in
okay, okay.
addition, to smoking and being high, it sounds like he was trying to do the least amount of work. So therefore, he is already
He
like
was not being
contributing
intentionally
no, he's
sabotaging them.
contributing.
He was
He's
just
contributing the least. Well, that is sabotage, right? Because the thing is that if you're
he
being
was
lazy
not
on the
intentional.
job, you might as well be okay. Sure, maybe not intentional. But the thing is that like it just sounds as though like he doesn't have it in him that would make ICE so infamous, right? Because ICE is infamous for its cruelty. Like the entire point is
Dude,
the human
they
rights and cruelty and stuff like that. But it doesn't sound like he sounds like the exception, right? Not the rule, right?
they would catch me sleeping. I would give the residents there like extra food, extra blankets.
Wait, do you even have the power
Um,
to do that? Like, wait, I'm pretty sure like you're not allowed to do that, right? Like, okay, that has to be cap weave. Come on. Like, I
they
don't
would
think
get
you're.
really mad at us for like
Yeah,
giving
but
them
that would.
extra shit,
Okay, the problem is
but I would
that
do it
okay, I don't know.
anyways.
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
whether or
doing
not
enough
you're being
food for us,
truthful
right?
here. I really don't know if because the thing is that they have to be like provisioning, right? They have to be splitting them and saying like, okay, one person gets exactly this much, like, and I'm gonna give you the exact amount
You
in
don't
return to give you,
understand that
right?
these camps are run like shit. They're like there's a lot of stuff that happens that was just like not there's a lot of shit not being watched over. So if I wanted to like give them some extra food sometimes when it was like super dark, because I did work their night shift when everyone was sleeping, I'd be
Oh,
able to kind of get away with
okay.
more stuff.
Jesus. So what were you doing while like working like a month prior? Like you were watching me, right? you were
I wasn't.
you were watching me while working at an ice facility. Jesus, pretty wild, I guess.
I just kind of joined the server and then I started watching.
Okay. Okay, yeah, your situation actually doesn't sound as bad as I thought it was. So
That's literally what
That's crazy.
everyone's been saying. That's what everyone's been trying to tell ZipZip.
like I'm not saying you're
No,
completely blameless, but
we are behaving under the same facts. I just disagree. I think makes it worse because you have no good excuse for having it. It's just it was personally inconvenient to you, so you didn't quit.
yeah, but someone
You
worse
say
could have been there, right?
inconvenient
So,
like it's not a.
It doesn't matter. That's not why they were there. That's not why Weebleu was there. If Weebleu had been intentionally like, oh, I was trying to be there, so I would be the good one, and then whatever, then it would be a far different thing. That's not what they ever said. That's not what they ever communicated. I don't believe that was the case. If they say it now, they're coping and lying to try to fucking make themselves look better. It's just not the case. They were there because they wanted the money. They literally said that in Gen Chat. They were there for the money. Weebleu has said that he is wanting to join the Air
okay,
Force.
wait, Zip. Could you at least hold on, Zip? Could you at least concede that Weebleu is hot as fuck and a 10 out of 10, like on that scale?
I'm not gay, so no.
Okay. What, you can't determine another man's like looks? Ever?
If I don't think I'm into twinks or whatever the fuck. Like I don't know. I think I saw the picture once.
I mean, like I like the thing is that like I feel like there's a lot of movies in Hollywood where we're very sympathetic to a side character who is like part of an evil organization but is doing the utmost to be secretly kind, right? Like the thing is that there's a reason why we're
Usually that person
sympathetic to
looks
these kinds of
crazy
characters, right?
organization, right? That's my point.
Like I know
Or, like,
it's
secretly-
movies. I know it's movies, but like there's a reason why we're more sympathetic to that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but in those, it's like intentional, right? It's like that's the point. Like they're there to like betray the organization. We're secretly under the thing. They're not just
Well,
like,
no, they're not. No, they're not betraying the organization.
I'll just be here and
Well,
then
they're not
I'll just
betraying
get
the
high all
organization.
day.
Oh, hold on. They're not
Like,
betraying the
oh,
organization, right? Like what they're doing is that they are, they're
Sabotaging
trying
the
to do
organization.
the utmost. They're trying to push the boundaries of what they're allowed to do in order to be the kindest possible, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, have you ever watched The
Usually at the end
Pianist?
of the movie, they betray them and help the heroes or some shit.
I mean, maybe, but like, have you watched The Pianist?
No.
Okay, so at some point, I think for the Jew that was like going in hiding, and trying to run away from the Nazis and stuff like that. Real story, by the way. I think that it was a medium-ranking Nazi officer that actually helped him out in secret, by giving him lots of good food and helping him hide, basically.
That's good.
Meanwhile, yeah, but at the same time, like I'm sure we would all say, like, okay, that person is evil because they're in the organization of Nazis and is a Nazi officer, right? But at the same time, like, is it not a good thing that this person was trying to do the utmost to try to hide like a Jew, I guess?
Yeah. If Weebleu had been like figuring out who there was like illegally
Yeah, but it sounds like that's
detained,
what Weeb is trying to do, right? Like it sounds like Weeb is trying
Yes.
to help the
I don't know.
utmost, like
I
that Nazi
have
officer, right?
names.
He gave them blankets. Yippee.
Yeah, but he's trying to maximize.
detailed
He's
the
trying.
movie.
No, he says he gives them extra food, like up more than allotted amount. Like he sounds like he was breaking
Dude,
rules, right?
I was literally
To do
doing
so,
like the most I
you know.
could. I was doing like the most I could to be as.
I mean, it
good as
depends. I mean,
possible
the
as you
thing is
could,
that Weeb could entirely
kinda
be
thing.
lying. Weeb could entirely be lying. I have no idea how credible Weeb is, to be honest, because I've never really heard Weeb outside of a context of like a Discord, like fucking around voice chat, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. You know.
If this was the case, Weebleu would have said this shit a million hours ago.
Wait. To be fair, ZipZip, I mean, it does sound like you understand
If you
nuance,
say
right?
that they were,
Like it's not.
already trying to
Hold
force that
on,
as far-
ZipZip. I think you're just being stubborn. I think you do, you do
This is
understand
stubbornness.
nuance, right?
If this was true, Weebleu would have said it a million ago that they were working for ICE while they were there for like the remainder of their like thing or their job, and while
Okay,
they were there, they were
fine. Let me ask Weeb.
nice
Weeb,
person,
why
give
didn't you
them food
mention
or
it? Why
how Weebleu
Weeb,
said.
why didn't you mention all this earlier? Why didn't you mention all this earlier? And clear your name earlier, I guess, to Zip. Or no, clear your name to other people in the server as well, to not just Zip. But like, why didn't you mention that earlier? Or are you making
I
it up?
did
Are you
say it.
making it
I
up?
said I like
Yeah.
wrote shit down.
Oh, you wrote it down. Whoa.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like I have names of people that were running the facility. I have names of like some of the immigrants that were in there that were like saying they were illegally detained.
Okay.
You wrote them
I have
down.
like
That's crazy.
an autistically mapped out
Wow.
diagram of the facility because I doubt any pictures or anything will ever come out of this place since
That's awesome, dude.
it's been
I'm
getting
so glad you wrote all
demolished.
that down.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I do think it's condemnable that like you are working at someone measured me the correct take. Okay, so sorry, someone messaged me the correct take. I'm just taking it. Okay, but like the thing is that I understand. Like I think it's condemnable that you like stayed at ICE or whatever. I mean, it doesn't sound like if it's true that you were trying to search for a job, it makes it less bad. But you could have quit and tried to look for a job. But I wouldn't place that pressure on you, I guess, because that's unreasonable. But at the same time, the thing
That's
is well, it is
Okay.
because it could be a month without any pay, and that could
Okay,
could
fine.
upturn your life, right? Yeah, like, that could fuck up your life,
Sure.
especially if you have
Upturn
a
your life.
huh.
Like, upturn your life. Yes, that's you should do that. It's the moral thing to do.
Well, it sounds like he was stuck in that scenario. Like he just kind of was
I
like
just quit.
wrapped up in like a clusterfuck, right? It's not like he originally signed up for ICE by himself, right? Like that would be horrible.
Yep.
That would be horrible
True.
if
You
he
didn't
like on
understand.
purpose tried to
Yeah.
sign up for ICE, right? But it sounds
There's
like he
lots of ways
signed
it
up for
can be
something
done.
else, and that was a contracting company that contracted him out, right?
Yep.
I don't
A lot of ways
know.
it can
I
be a
just
lot worse.
yeah. I just don't think he had any choice in that, right? Without getting fired.
Didn't then get fired, quit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not such a, again, like it's, if you choose to look out for yourself, I don't really blame you all that much, right?
I do blame you. If you are looking out for yourself, I do blame you. If it is like you were being selfish and not upholding your principles for self-interested reasons, I do blame you for that. That would be making the easy choice instead of the moral choice. I think
Okay,
this is like
you realize if someone said, okay, you either kill yourself, or like you either kill yourself and save 1,000 lives, or like you could choose to save yourself. I would choose to save myself, right? I would let that 1,000 people die. Like for me personally. Is that good?
okay. I don't think so necessarily.
Okay, but you understand why I would choose that, right? To preserve my own life.
Yeah, I understand it.
Okay.
Really understand
Yeah,
it.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is that like it just sounds like that's just essentially what it is, right? Like I can choose, like for example, I can choose to
It's also
like
very
I can,
different. Like under coercion, it's like like your life is
well,
on the line.
I mean,
It's very different.
I'm forced to choose. Like let's just say in a hypothetical where I'm forced to choose between the two, right? I would
Yeah,
choose
then
to
you're under
preserve my
coercion,
life.
so it's different.
Yeah. Well,
Like
wait.
your life is literally on the line. It's like
But that's
like
what it is,
coercion.
right? Because being without a job is pretty wild shit, right? Like that's what it is. It's because you said yourself, inaction is
It's
action.
not close to like
And being
your life.
fired is an action, right? Like being like choosing to disobey and be fired is technically still an action that we can assign morality to, right? I don't know.
Being fired is like a moral thing. It's inconvenient.
Well,
It's
what if
inconvenience.
Weeb's life dependent on it? Like, would you
It doesn't.
like for example?
It didn't.
No, hold on. Let's just give a hypothetical real
If it
quick, okay?
did, it would be
What?
different. Yes.
Sure. Okay. What if the parents are abusive?
Then it would be different.
Yeah, but like,
Okay,
I've already like
that's okay.
conceded. Like, yeah, if things were
okay, but
different,
who cares,
then
right? Because the thing is like according to you, right? According to you, like, isn't it just more worth it to not participate in an evil system? Like, just suck it up, right? Just suck up your abusive parents,
Yeah,
right?
just suck it
Why
up.
not just suck it up?
Yeah,
Because
I might in that situation. I might still say you should just suck it up. However, it would be different.
Jesus.
That is not the
Okay.
case.
Wow.
That's just not the case here. We would say, or in that situation, we would say, is there any alternatives? Do you have another family member? Do you have any friends that you can move in with? We could say a million things in that other situation. However, that's not the situation we're dealing with. This situation that we was in, It was convenience.
Yeah, but
That's
then
it.
it sounds like Weeb was trying to explore other options. So
But
like it sounds like
that's,
that he was actually doing that, right?
was exploring other options is not. You just quit the job. Just quit the job. That's all. That's it's not asking a million things of him. It's just quit the job and figure shit out.
What if that month of pay is really important? Like like
Then
like
suffer.
fucking popping a tire could fuck you up, especially if you're broke, right?
Yep.
Or
True. It would.
like having your transistor in your fucking car break down is
I'm not
really
saying it would be
bad.
easy. You would suffer. I'm not saying it would be easy. It's worth suffering for your ideals, your principles.
Okay. All right.
Look, I was there just chilling, helping people out. If there was someone there in my shoes,
Okay, you're
they
too
would
high. Okay, like
they would not
you
have
sound so
been.
unserious. I'm sorry, but you
Dude,
need to stop being high. Like you
okay,
sound so
let me lock in.
unserious.
No, 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 no. Let me lock in.
You
Let me lock in.
sound
Let me lock in.
yeah. Okay.
Let me lock
Yeah.
in. I'm locked in. Okay, I'm not high. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
There's a lot of like super mega people that I would talk to, and they would always give the basic rundown of like the Trump talking points. And a lot of them like, especially a lot of like the guards, the PPS the actual guards that they had there, and the ICE agents, like you could just tell they saw the immigrants as subhuman.
It's
So a
bad.
lot of the time when I was there, I would like try to talk to the immigrants as much as possible, see how things are, make sure nothing like bad is happening.
Yeah. I mean, ZipZip, you conceded already that like the Nazi officer wasn't all that bad, right? I mean, it's bad that he's an
Yeah,
officer in the fucking Nazi
I,
system. I mean, you have to
I'm
do
not
a lot of
believing
things
all
to
this
become
shit.
an officer, but
Simply not
like,
believing all this shit. It wasn't said before. Like
I mean,
it specifically was asked. Like, were you trying to be a saboteur? Were you trying to like, like fuck with their shit? He was just like, no, he was just high all day. That's what he described.
No, that
okay, but I'm
me
That's
just
being a
what you
saboteur
described
has
earlier.
always been the
Is that not? You can
case.
just go back and like look if that's really what it is. But like,
the problem is that there's a contradiction, Zip, like to me at the very least.
Okay,
Um,
how is this for
but
sabotaging a job? I would take my pen and get so many people high there that like a lot of them would start getting in trouble because they'd be so fucking high.
specifically said that they asked for you to like they wanted to pay you for like a hit off
yeah.
the pen, but you would always refuse because you didn't want to get fired. That's what you said before earlier.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna.
oh yeah, you did
We're
say that
talking about two
earlier.
different things. I'm talking about
Oh, okay, yeah,
coworkers. You're out earlier. I was talking about immigrants. Two different things.
right. Two different things, of course. Yeah.
By the way, if you think the zipper, not the zipper, Jesus Christ, why did I say the zipper? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. If you think, fuck me, dude. If
To
you
be clear
think
for the
the
retards in chat, he was not a
Jesus,
janitor. Once Ice got into the thing, he was not a janitor. He was a
yeah,
porter.
he's not a janitor, he's a porter. But like if you to be fair, I mean if you said
Specifically, he
the
clarified because
Nazi
people
officer
kept
wasn't
calling
that
him a
bad,
janitor. He said,
I
"I'm
mean
not a
Weeb is
janitor."
not even an officer, right? Like Weeb isn't an officer, he's not
Yeah,
even high
I'm not even
ranker,
an
he's not
officer,
a
bro.
I mean there has to be
Yep.
nuance, right? There has to be nuance
It
here.
would definitely be
I'm
worse
just
if he was an
No,
officer.
dude, it was fucked up because no, the company literally was losing so many people and didn't have enough like jobs. So most of the time, I would just be sitting like outside, like not even looking at anyone. It'd just literally be me. It was weird.
Okay, you're too high to
But
have a. Okay, listen, you're way too high. Okay, to form a defense for
You got the
yourself. Okay,
watchtower.
Jesus Christ,
Nobody
you're
can
you're
fly.
you're you're welcome. By the way,
Oh,
Weeb. Okay, apparently I can be your public defender as well. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, is there anything else, guys, or are we done here?
anything else?
oh, this guy's just a
Okay.
fucking retard.
Well,
Crap
thanks
person.
for coming in. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I love you guys both. Okay.
Just a drink. A
Yeah,
martini, shaken
that's about
and
it. Thank you
stirred.
guys. All right,
The
bye.
Zonder Commando
Farewell.
were the ones that
Bye-bye.
See ya.
sabotaged the
Bye. Gotta move on.
crematoriums in the end.
Bye. Okay. Wow. Amazing. How's that for original content? How's that for original content? I think that was good original content, right? OC, not reacting. I'm not reacting to anything. I'm not like that wasn't anything. That was completely original content, pretty based. The Sonder Commando were the ones that sabotaged the crematoriums and oh, thank you. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for the $5 velvet. Okay. Okay, also listen to me, okay? Don't come to me and listen, all right? If you get bullied by my people, okay, just don't come to me, okay? All right? Listen, okay? Unless they're harassing you in DMs. If they're harassing you in DMs, let me know, okay? But I don't want people to dogpile you outside of the server. Outside of the server and outside of the YouTube chat, I don't want people to harass you, okay? However, inside it's fair game, okay? Because it's already blood sports out there, okay? That's it. Weeb just sounds like BS excuses, especially at the end. Well, Weeb can't defend himself because he's fucking high, okay? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm sorry. Weeb doesn't know how to defend himself, okay? Like, yeah, it's just straight up not good defenses whatsoever, okay? Like, yeah, I had to become the marijuana translator, okay?